This game is called Fantasy Flip, right? Heads represents a fighter, tails represents a fighter. No matter which side it lands on, that's your fighter. And you gotta give us a blueprint of how this fighter is gonna beat the other fighter. And you can't say 50-50, and you can't coach the other fighter.
Okay,
All right?
on the spot here. Okay,
Let's go.
let's go.
All right, so tails is gonna be Terrence Crawford. I mean, heads is gonna be Terrence Crawford. Tails is gonna be Sugar Ray Leonard. Let's see. Fantasy Flip. That was a weak flip, but that was a good one.
Tails.
That's tails.
So I
Okay.
got Sugar Ray Leonard, right?
How does Sugar Ray Leonard beat Terrence Crawford? Give us the blueprint.
Tough one. I would say he's gonna have to beat him with speed. He's faster than Bud. And his legs. You know, he's gonna have to completely box. Use the ring, utilize the ring, utilize the combination punch. And you know, at times it's gonna be a dog fight. You know what I'm saying? Because they both dogs in there.
That's true.
You know, he gotta be wary of Bud's power. You know, Bud does hit harder than him, I would say. You know, although Sugar Ray can punch as well a little bit. But I would say at the end of the day, his speed and athleticism was a little bit better than Bud's, and we would just outbox him. You know, throw him into feints. You know, make him make mistakes, and then just capitalize.
Okay, so just a little pushback. Bud is like one of the best adjusters in the game, right? So how does that trouble Sugar Ray Leonard, and then how do you work it against that? As far as him doing
Well,
the
Sugar Ray Leonard beat the greatest adjuster of all time in Marvin Hagler.
type.
And so, although it was
I
a
knew you was
close
gonna
fight,
bring that up.
it was a close fight, and you know, it is what it is. You know, some people think Hagler won, me included. But
A lot of people though.
yeah. So I would say though that, you know, he did what he did against him. He could do it against Bud. You know, and like I said, footwork, speed, athleticism, combination punching. You know, we'll get him off his rhythm, and that's how you beat Bud.
Sounds like a tough, good game plan. I want y'all to hop in the comment section, let us know. We're gonna do one more. You feel me? We're gonna make it spicy. And this is not your prediction, but Williams Zepeda's heads, Lamont Rose's tails. You're gonna have to coach one to victory.
Okay.
All right? Fantasy Flip.
Yeah. Okay, Williams and Peter.
Oh, you Williams Zepeda.
Oh, that's good.
How you gonna get Zepeda to beat Lamont Rose?
All right, so Roach had a little bit of trouble with Pitbull Cruz, you know, with the pressure. You know, he tried to outdog him. And although I thought he did win the fight, and he ended up getting a draw, Zepeda is more of a volume puncher than Pitbull Cruz. And so what I would do is simple with Zepeda. Go take it to him, pin him back to the ropes, and do what you were doing with Shakur, just volume, volume, volume. And with a guy like Lamont, he might be able to sneak in a few punches, you know, because Lamont likes to sit there and trade with you. And I think his volume will be a little bit too much for Roach.
Okay, so Lamont is actually one of like the best defensive thinkers right now. Great on defensive thinking, right? So
What made you say that?
because of how he was moving with Tank, and after the knockdown, the flash knockdown with Pitbull, the third and fourth round, how he started moving so basically my question is, if he start making Zepeda miss, can Zepeda like outpunch himself?
No, Zepeda's not gonna punch himself out at all. Nah, he's got too much stamina, too much. It's his fight. That's what he does. You know,
Okay.
That's what he's good at. That's why he's in the position he's in. So, no, he definitely won't punch himself out. What he might do is run into a lot of Lamont's, you know, counter punches and just like his straight shots. You know, because Lamont's a very good, fundamentally sound fighter.
Yes.
You know, and so if Zepeda's coming in like balls to the wall, like just trying to go to war, he gonna walk into a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? And Lamont.
So if he start timing those wide shots, the overhand shots with counters, like
correct.
what's the adjustments?
Uppercuts, you know, shit on the inside, you know, just being a little tad bit faster than him, because he is. Roach has more speed than Zepeda. You know, if he could time him just in between those shots, say Zepeda throws you know, 3 punches and they
No, but
land.
Zepeda's your fighter.
I know, but now I switched it on you
Now you
because
can't.
Lamont is my boy and you put me in a bad
No, you
position.
can't do that, yo.
Right?
Let's
You
see how they
can't-
do it.
So Lamont's gonna whoop that ass.